Hello friends, welcome. I am Sridhar. Many people want to speak English. Sometimes they try to speak English. But finally they stop trying. They come to a conclusion that they can never speak English again. But friends, believe me, you can speak English wonderfully. I am gonna give you 7 easy tips. Remember them and follow them. I am sure you will be speaking English wonderfully within 2 months. Do watch this video till the end. Tip number 1. Learn some English grammar. If you want to become a professional writer or a journalist or a lecturer or a professor of English, you must have a great command over English grammar. Or if you want to crack competitive examinations, you must have a great deal of English grammar. But if you want to speak English fluently, you need not learn complete grammar. To speak English fluently, some grammar is enough. You should learn some basic concepts of English grammar, such as using pronouns, tenses, auxiliary verbs, passive voice, reported speech, articles, prepositions, adjectives, etc. Mostly, these concepts are enough to speak English fluently. Tip number 2. Learn some English words. Now, let us talk about vocabulary. Vocabulary means all the words that a person knows or uses. A professor of English or a lecturer of English or a journalist must know at least 10,000 English words and their meanings. But if you want to speak English fluently, just 2,000 words are enough. We use some words frequently in our daily life. For example, eat, drink, walk, run, house, road, motorbike, beautiful, handsome, girl, boy, etc. We use this kind of easy and simple vocabulary in our daily life. 2,000 frequently used words are enough to speak English fluently. If you read a newspaper, you see hundreds of difficult words. Those words are used for written English. Don't worry about those words. To speak English fluently, you don't need those words. To speak English fluently, you should learn 2,000 frequently used words and their meanings. They are enough. If you are able to understand my speech now, you already know 1,500 words and their meanings. Tip number 3. Read English novels. Dear friends, reading English novels is a very good habit to increase your English fluency. English novels have beautiful conversations between hero, heroine, and other characters. When you read a novel, you understand how these people are expressing their thoughts in sentences. You understand how they are using grammar and vocabulary to tell their thoughts and opinions in sentences. You can see spoken English in novels. Then you can apply the same style of expressions in your spoken English. Reading English novels will be wonderful assistants to develop your English fluency. Personally, I like the novels that were written by Sidney Sheldon. Here, I want to tell you one thing. Reading newspapers is good for some other goals. But if your aim is to develop your English fluency, please don't read newspapers. Because in newspapers, they use very deep grammar and they write very long sentences. That is written English. Written English is different from spoken English. In spoken English, we don't use very deep grammar and very long sentences. So I don't recommend newspapers for spoken English. Read and finish at least 2 English novels. After finishing them, you will see a great change in your English. Tip number 4. Listen to English speech. You must daily listen to some English speech or some English conversations. You must listen to an English radio daily, or you must watch English channels on TV. If you listen to English speech daily, you understand the correct pronunciation of many words. You understand how the English speakers are using grammar and vocabulary to prepare English sentences. Tip number 5. Speak English daily. Friends, let me tell you an example. You bought a new motorbike. It is very expensive and luxurious. It has many good qualities. When you bought the motorbike, the showroom gave you a user manual. It is a small book that tells you about all the features of the motorbike. It gives you all kinds of instructions on how to ride your motorbike. You have read the book 100 times. Can you learn to ride the motorbike just by reading a book? No, you cannot. You should practically apply the instructions on your motorbike. You should sit on the bike, kick the rod, use the clutch and the accelerator and go. Then you will start learning how to ride the motorbike. Learning to speak English is like learning to ride a motorbike. If you study parts of a motorbike, you cannot learn to ride a motorbike. If you watch videos of a motorbike, you cannot learn to ride a motorbike. You learn by doing. This concept is also applicable to English fluency. You learn to speak English by speaking English. Teachers, books, and English videos give you knowledge, but they don't give you practical experience. You have learned some concepts of English grammar. You know some words and their meanings, but this is not enough. You should meet people, open your mouth, and speak English. You must speak English with a person daily on a continuous basis. Speaking English should be your regular activity, your daily activity. It is highly essential. If you really want to get English fluency, you must speak English. And you should discuss many things every day in English continuously for 60 days. Tip number 6. Dare to do mistakes. Have courage to do mistakes. Friends, a lot of English learners have a very big problem. They believe it is shameful to speak English with mistakes. But this belief is completely wrong. Speaking grammatically wrong English is not shameful. I will tell you 2 reasons for this. Number 1. Learning is a process of knowing something, understanding it, practicing it, making mistakes, and correcting them later. Making mistakes is surely a part of the learning process. In your childhood, you used to speak your mother tongue, but you did a great many mistakes. Gradually, you understood your mistakes. Then you often corrected them. In the end, you got a good command over your mother tongue. You became used to speaking your mother tongue. Since your childhood, you have learned each and everything in the same style. Now you have to apply the same style to speak English fluently. Once again, I am telling you friends, making mistakes is a part of the learning process. You cannot learn anything without making mistakes. Walking, running, riding a cycle, cooking food, in each and every activity of your life, you did many mistakes before getting command over it. I also did many mistakes everybody does mistakes in the process of learning something. So, you should never feel shy to make mistakes when you speak English. This is the first reason. Now, I will tell you the second reason. When you are speaking something in English, the listener wants to understand what you are saying. He wants to know what you are telling. He does not expect perfect grammar from you. He does not expect great vocabulary from you. See these two sentences. He is going in the room. She is cooking for 2 hours. Grammatically, these two sentences are wrong. They are incorrect. Now, see the below two sentences. These two sentences are correct. He is going into the room. She has been cooking for 2 hours. Friends, you are a beginner in English. So, you have all rights to speak the above written wrong sentences. Those sentences are surely wrong. But if you speak those wrong sentences, surely the other person can understand your meaning. No doubt about it. If you can speak English with grammatical mistakes, it will be your grand success. Dare to do mistakes. Make mistakes peacefully and confidently. In the passing of time, you will understand your mistakes. Or your friends will tell you your mistakes. Then you will be able to correct them. It is very easy. 1 or 2 people may laugh at your mistakes. Ignore them. Don't think about them. They don't have manners. Be proud of yourself because you have manners. He does not have manners. 1 or 2 people may laugh at you when you make mistakes. But 99% of people will support you, appreciate you, and help you. Tip number 7. Believe in yourself. Friends, now I am going to tell you a very, very important thing. You must believe your ability. You must have a great deal of confidence in your capabilities. You must believe in your abilities. You have a lot of experience in life. You are very powerful. You are highly intelligent. You are really greater than you think. There are more than 1 million kinds of creatures on this planet. But you are a human. You are God's highest form of creation. You have the ability to learn anything, apply anything, and attract anything. Now you are using internet. You open YouTube and you are watching a video. It means you are using advanced technology of 21st century. You went to school or college. You studied something and passed some exams. It means you worked hard. This is the clear evidence that you are intelligent and you work hard. You have already proved it. Using your intelligence, knowledge, and abilities, you can learn and speak 10 international languages if you want. Dear friends, English is very old, but you are equipped with mind-blowing technology. Nowadays, advanced technology is at your doorstep. You belong to a generation that uses the latest innovations such as the internet, mobile phones, and books written by great authors. From tomorrow onwards, you should start speaking English. I am sure you can do it. You should speak English every day with a person. I am pretty sure you can do it. Don't skip even a single day. I guarantee you that you will be speaking fantastic English within 2 months. Best of luck.
If you like this video, click like button, click subscribe button, click bell symbol, and share this video. Thank you.